DjRon, DJ from the Bay, the classic DJ from the Bay. Part two, Stephen A. As they call him, Stand Up Steve. I guess that's the way he's known in the NBA arena or in sport arenas or whatnot. We're privy to that information. Picking up part two. If you haven't seen part one, make sure you go take a look at it. And I might join the two of them together. Who knows? Some people don't have the attention span, but make sure you like, comment, subscribe. This is definitely a switch of a lane for me. But if you know, you know that first of all, Stephen A. is part of hip hop culture. LeBron is part of hip hop culture, whether we love it or not. You know what I'm saying? Whether you agree with it or not, it is what it is. So we're at part two conversation. It gets heated on Gil Arenas' show, Gil's Arena. Got other basketball players, and so where we're at now, we're talking about the nepotism that has existed in the NBA. They mentioned Jokic should have his brother there, and it was refuted by saying that his brothers sit behind him. They don't play in the league. And then somebody was talking about Giannis and having his brother there. But the rebuttal for that was that Giannis' brother was actually in the league before Giannis got there. So Giannis is a little bit better, and so Giannis has his brother playing with him on the same team. Although he's not half as good, or he's not as good as Giannis. He's there. He's on the team in the league before them. So that's where they are. Here's where we pick it up.
Booker Burgess should be on the bench with him.
Like, I get both.
They are on the bench.
Like, Giannis was in the league before Giannis taking up the roster spot.
Right. Yeah, agree.
He was in the league before Giannis.
But you're not wrong with what you're saying. You're not wrong. I'm just saying that it depends on the story. Everything isn't meant to be put on Front Street day one. Sometimes you wait, because sometimes the story is more potent when you wait, as opposed to you being just get it out there first. Nah, sometimes you want to wait and see. You can do that. You get to make that decision as a media member, as long as you're honest about it.
Let me ask you this then. Is the timing right now as potent as it is? Is it bubbled up at the right time now?
Well, he made it that way.
For
It's
everybody.
early, though, still.
For the league,
too
for
early to tell
Steve, you
about
just
him.
signed your deal. That happened. The league.
It's too early for LeBron to defend him, is what I'm saying. The boy, he really need to get his game up. And Magic Johnson said something. Did you roll up on Magic like that? And then Magic Johnson said months ago he wasn't ready. Come on, you can't just get on Stephen A. like that. Again, he knew where the cameras was. And if it had been Magic Johnson at a Laker game, has Magic Johnson been to a Laker game? And if so, did he say anything then? Probably not. Because he knew what would happen, especially in a Laker game. Magic Johnson will have him out of town so quick, so fast.
Is the timing right now as potent as it is? Is it bubbled up at the right time now?
Well, he made it that way.
For everybody. For the league, for Steve, you just signed your deal. That happened. The league is just got Luka. They just turned the viewership coin. Everything has turned due to all of these interactions.
I'm still saying it still depends on the story. It depends on how much of something is resonating and how much is percolating. If the shit's percolating, damn right you touch on it. If it ain't that big of a deal in people's eyes, then you might wait. But he made it. He made it what it is. When he rolled up on me courtside.
Okay, isn't it weak though? Yeah. Like when you think about it, you know he wasn't ready. Right?
Or should know.
As a father, you're still a father to your son. You're still trying to praise them.
For full disclosure, for people who haven't seen the first part of this video, I said the same thing. My father, hey, I'm a chef. You know what I mean? If I'm the sous chef, if I'm the executive chef in the kitchen and the owner of the restaurant wants to hire my son to be a sous chef, and I know my son is on dishwashing level, I'm gonna tell him that. You get what I'm saying? So we as parents ought to know where our children are in their life. So I'm saying that again. I'm hitting that point again just to say this is the second parent up here that has said the same thing that I said, just using basketball terms.
Make them feel like they're worthy of playing basketball because they can get discouraged.
Real story. DJ, 21 years, been doing my thing, rocked many parties, many crowds, and everything else. I appreciate the love and adulation I've gotten all over the Bay Area, been everywhere, DJ, every part of the Bay Area, right? All 9 counties of the Bay Area, most of the cities. My son started DJing in 2017, and I will tell you now, as I've told him, he is 5 to 10 times better than me. You know what I mean? It's the truth and fact. So I've had people, you know, ladies in my life and everything else say he gonna be my DJ, and you know what? I ain't mad at it at all. So he could be my DJ. He could DJ my birthday party. You know what I mean? I know he ain't gonna miss a beat. That's the truth in the matter. But if he wasn't like that, I'd say, I can't refer any and every DJ to everybody. I just can't do it. Because my name going to be on the line. Ryan, you sent me, dude, man, he ain't know how to and everything else. So, can't do it. Most of us, that's the way we operate. Just saying.
At any moment in time, right? So I'm pretty sure every game he's over the line. You got it. Don't worry about it. Just go out there and play your game.
That's cool.
That part of it. The NBA part knows he's not ready yet,
Yeah,
right? But as the father part, him sitting there nervous and shit, you're like, no, hey, relax. You're going to go out there and play. At what point, when he gets drafted...
Let me go back so we can go forward. But I got to say this, though. When are you going to touch on the fact that LeBron is really running that team as far as that's his coach, his homeboy, JJ Redick. They had a podcast together, and then, LeBron backdoored the other coach, got him out of there, and JJ is his coach. So if you don't think he got influence on the decisions on his son being there and getting some playing time, I don't know.
He knows he's not ready yet.
I got a restaurant in Istanbul, Turkey that I'll sell you for $1,000 right now. Just cash at me. Cash at me $1,000. Restaurant is yours.
Right? But as the father part, him sitting there nervous and shit, you're like, no, hey, relax. You're going to go out there and play. At what point, when he gets drafted 55, do you supposed to sit back and be like, all right, there's nothing to talk about here. He's 55. He wasn't 17. He wasn't a first round. His draft status actually let you know what he was.
But what I'm saying to you,
he's at the back bottom.
That very draft status that you pointed to, all of us would have that attitude if his pops had it done what he did. So what I'm saying is that
he put him up there
because of what he did publicly.
That's why
we
got
had no
at all.
choice but to ultimately address it. Yep. And as a 55th, all he had to do is this: listen, I got this moment with my son. All right, now it's time to go to the G League and do what you're doing, and we'll see you next year.
Or let the draft happen organically, and if somebody's going to draft him, let them draft. Like, you never know. Just
won't go happen.
Shits and giggles. Right? What if somebody at 44 wanted to pick it? I'm just for shits and giggles.
No, I get
right. But somebody at 44 wanted to pick him, right?
Yes.
So you gonna stop?
Yes. Because he wants to play with his kid. He don't want to see his kid.
He don't want to see his kid in the NBA.
Okay. He wants to play on the same.
Go ahead.
I think we're that's way different. That's way different. And here's why.
That's three of us said the same thing, and ultimately that's what Stephen A is saying. He don't use those words. That's three of us saying the same thing. Check video 1.
My son could have died.
Yes.
I've been in the league 21 years, right?
So what is the dream?
Hold on. I've been in the league 21 years.
What is Bronny's dream?
To be in the NBA.
Yeah. Okay.
I've been in the league 21 years. Yeah. I missed 19 to 20 years of his life. You know how we are as parents. We're in, we're
outside.
out, we're in, we're
Provide,
out.
trying to make it happen.
My firstborn with my name almost passed. Yeah. And you're telling me that I'm gonna keep playing this league to miss this? Fuck no. This is gonna be the first time in my
That's
career
a good point.
where I get
That's a good point, Gilbert. That's a great point. I can't front. That's a great point. And if he said something like that, it would take a heat off of him, and Stephen A couldn't say nothing. That's a great point. Let me let him cook though. I could be wrong, but that's a great point.
Telling me that I'm gonna keep playing this league.
He almost had a heart attack and died
this?
last year.
Fuck no. This is gonna be the first time in my career where I get 360 fucking 5 days with my son.
But you don't.
I'm not letting someone else draft him. I want him near me.
What about
because of what happened?
Are you gonna do it to Bryce too?
But you don't get every day.
I do get every day. If he's on his team, I get every day.
But he's not.
I get more than I did for the last whatever.
He plays on the G.
He gets to come home to me though.
He lives by himself.
But I'm saying he gets to come home to me.
He's a pro.
Are you not? Are you understanding?
He's a professional.
Everything that you're saying. Once something happens,
everything that you're saying is true, Gil. Yes, absolutely, 100% factual. I hear you. Yes, but what is Bronny's dream?
Bronny's dream was to
be in the NBA.
As far as we know, it could be his daddy pushing him that. You know what I'm saying? And he living vicariously through Bronny. Let's see.
My dream was this. I don't give a fuck where I get drafted. I just want to hear my name.
So why not? So therefore, what I'm saying is
that was his dream.
Let that happen organically.
as a father, I don't want it to happen organically on your draft.
Hold on, Gil.
I want it to happen on my draft.
Hold on, Swag. Hold on, Gil.
So you don't
That's
think
the problem.
it meant something for me to hear? Listen, I told y'all sitting in this motherfucker, I was a bigger wreck on KJ's draft day than he fucking was.
Right.
Right?
For sure.
All right, let's try this out. Let's see. Let's go to the left, but we need more troops. Oh, man. Okay, yes, we got a troop upgrade. Stay to the left so we can get...
You should be.
A bigger wreck, I'm trying to stay away from it.
Right.
Because I don't want him to sense this shit.
Right.
Right? So, yeah, I wanted more than he fucking wanted.
Yeah.
Right? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's his dream and his journey is what I'm saying.
Who cried?
Happy for him. I did.
No. Who cried when Bronny got drafted?
I didn't watch it.
They said it was Bronny. I thought I saw him crying.
Yes, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure he did. It's
His only dream was to hear his
name called.
That's
Yes.
it.
I'm with you. I'm saying yes, Gil. Yes.
Right.
Absolutely. Hear his
Sit over
name
here
called.
quiet.
For any fucking team.
Right.
For any team.
That
Right.
ain't that ain't Big Bron's
But
dream.
once but here's what he's saying. He said any team, right? Which means that when we're talking about the Lakers, that's about LeBron, not Bronny. Bronny wanted to get drafted by any NBA team.
And
He wanted
LeBron
to
wanted him
hear
on
his
his
name.
team.
It was LeBron that wanted him as his teammate. So what I'm saying
Now
is,
why?
when you, because of the reasons you pointed
Okay.
out.
Yes, I
So
said
what I'm
yes,
saying to you is, if LeBron had rolled up on me, this is all he had to say. Because I said this to Rich Paul when Rich Paul called me. I said, Rich Paul, I only asked for grace in one level, on one point. If you had called me and said, Bron, pissed off, motherfucker mad as hell. He want to see you man to man. I said, what would I have done? Rich Paul said, you'd have hung up the phone and you'd have flew to LA. I said, thank you. So my point is, rather than come up to me at courtside, all you had to do was say, yo, I need you to stay. Don't leave this game. I need you to see you after the game. That's all he had to say to me.
Cameras are
Then as
trolling.
we speak,
Trying to
he
be hard.
says that. Let's take an example. He said what you just said. I stand down.
Can't say nothing.
My bad. And not only that, I'm going to make sure I go on the air. I ain't look at it that way.
That was dope, Gil.
That's on me.
That was a nice spin,
You
bro.
didn't do that shit. You said you fucking with my son. Oh, was it? I was talking about you. I was talking about you. Wasn't about your son. I know he's number 55. I know he got work to do. I believe that he got potential. I believe that he got the potential to go pro. I truly believe that. It's going to be tough, but I think he can pull it off. And by the way, I'm rooting for him. I ain't rooting against nobody. But I'm talking about your ass. You did this. You the one that had us as reporters, as a league, as an NBA franchise. All of us got to sit back and be quiet and capitulate to your shit.
Come on now.
You did that. And so when I see people talking, and I'm like, oh my God, can somebody? I mean, I know I got a show, and I know I
can't
got
win
my
this one.
podcast, but I'm like, God damn, y'all, I'm fair. I don't give a fuck who it is. It's you, it's you, it's you. It don't matter who it is. Damn it, I'm just meeting you. If somebody unfair to you, I'm going to be like, that's not fair. That's not fair. But when it come to me, everybody get crickets. That motherfucker Stephen A. on his own. That, respectfully, excuse my language, that's fucked up. I'm on my own. When number one, we know I'm right. Number two, we know the perspective that I'm coming from is real and it's authentic. Number three,
It's what the coach is feeling. I bet that's where he gonna go. That's how y'all feel too.
he set this up.
Okay.
Number four, all you had to do was tell me. Listen, Kenya told me, you keep talking about, I'm bringing this up for all fun. He talked about how he approached me in Puerto Rico. I swear to God, I don't remember. I swear to God.
Probably
But I know that. But I know this much.
But
you do.
And let me tell you what I did. I was writing for the Philadelphia Inquirer. This is from 1993 to 2010. Shit, I said, what the fuck he talking about? I called Philadelphia Inquirer. I said, I called my research. Look up the archives. I want every goddamn article I wrote about Kenya Moore. I don't know what he's talking about, right? Because I'm looking at articles. I said, I
You
knew
don't
that
believe
brother
him.
was a stud. I knew that brother deserved his money. Where the Nets go? Nets ain't going no fucking back-to-back finals without you. I'm like, I know. What is he talking about? You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking for the shit, and I found some shit where you got it. It was some shit with Byron Scott or whatever. But I don't know. But I'll take your word for it. My point is,
Kenyon Martin don't believe him. You know. You know what he want to say too. You know.
Taxi service.
I can't lie. The best part about this is that Stephen A. ain't on FCC Airwaves, as he always like to let us know. He talking his talk. It doesn't sound as organic, but he does sound a little more liberal, if you will. You know what I mean? Because he's at liberty to talk what he want to say. So, because I've been listening to the boy for 20 years, it don't sound right for him to curse the way he's cursing. But hey,
Kenyon Martin would talk about, I rolled up on Stephen A. I'm like, he ain't the only one. There's plenty of motherfuckers that rolled up on me. Glenn Robinson and I mean, butt heads because I thought he...
Shout out to him for not using the N-word. I don't think he's using the N-word. If he did, y'all let me know in the comments. Matter of fact, reminder, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Help me out big time, for sure. Hopefully y'all like this comment. Subscribe if you like content. Excuse me. Hopefully you like this content. Subscribe for more content, you know what I mean? Because I'm sure there's some more biblical perspective about to come out of this.
Got Randy Ayers fired. I couldn't stand his ass. Let me tell you. I mean, it got to a point where motherfuckers like just walk in between us because it was just hostility. I couldn't stand his ass. And then I was in Houston, and I saw Glenn Robinson III. And he saw me, and he put his head down, and he walked by me. I felt like such shit. I stopped him in the hallways of a Houston Rockets game, and I said, come here, man. Whatever's going on between me and your father, it's my fault. And when I see him, I'm going to apologize. Because for him to look like that, we done took this shit too far. There's no reason for it. I just thought that you showed Randy Ayers the same breast as you show Larry Brown or some shit. That's all it was. But for it to get like that, I didn't mean for that to happen. So I instantly told him, whatever it is going on between you and me and your father, it's my fault. Your father's fine. I'm the journalist. I'm supposed to know better. That's my fault. That's on me. Shit like that could happen with somebody like LeBron. But LeBron up here, and he know he up here. He don't give a fuck. The problem is when it comes to the media, God damn it, I'm up here. You understand? And as a result, you can sit up there, you can make some noise and make a scene and do whatever it is that you do. But
There go that pen is mightier than the sword thing. The pen is mightier than the sword. Look the saying up. Google what does it mean. Stephen A. was up there before LeBron got there, and he gonna be there when LeBron is gone. Much like Tony Kornheiser and Michael Wilbon and a few more of them, like Stephen Scott, what was his name? The lazy eye, cool as other side of the pillow. Stuart Scott. If he was still living, he'd be up there too. Hey, he would be up there too. So talk your talk, Stephen A.
you see, I got 10 hours of airwaves a week live. And I got my podcast. And I got other outlets. And y'all don't even know what the fuck is coming down the pike in terms of opportunities I got coming my way. I'm just getting started.
No,
As
soon as he turned his
not
back,
at all.
bop.
No,
Stephen,
not
a question for you,
necessarily.
though.
Not necessarily. It's like, yo,
Question
what
for
it
you.
is.
Question for you.
It's what it is.
Serious question.
It's like, what was he gonna do?
Hold on.
No, I'm just saying, what was he gonna do?
But the thing is, right?
Roll up on me, motherfucker.
See, the thing is, and that's
The money, baby.
so when we get to. So I told Angela, she does our social media, so we're gonna start a segment, right?
Yeah.
And you remember the old bracelet they used to serve, like WWJD?
Right.
Like what
would
would
Jesus
so we
do?
just gonna change the letter, the J to a K, and what would Kenyon do?
I don't know what.
So,
Right.
so see, people do that to people, right? Like people do that to people where they know what the response is gonna be, right? If he thought that Stephen was gonna be on bullshit in the moment,
Wasn't gonna
ain't no way he
happen.
would have did that in that moment,
No.
right?
That's
If
true.
he thought there was a slight
That's another good point. That's Will Smith and Chris Rock all day long.
chance
All over
Right.
again.
that this shit could go left,
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna put themselves in that situation. Trust me. You approach me, it ain't gonna be the fucking narrative.
Right.
That it's gonna be way worse than what you, listen, it started out as you, the motherfucker,
Right.
and then take me out in cuffs, cool. You bought this ass whooping upon yourself in public because you thought that was gonna be the narrative.
I'm not condoning it, but you get the feeling he's talking his talk like that's what he would do. Like he was definitely walk that walk. I'm the kind of person, I was so glad when I came across a scripture that says a soft answer will turn away wrath. A soft answer will turn away wrath. In that instance, Stephen A's soft answer turned away the wrath. What could LeBron really say? He said, all right, you know what I mean, that's it, and let it be gone. But he going to have more time to talk, though. He going to have more times to talk. LeBron did not help him. LeBron can't win this. He just can't win it. I'm sorry. I don't see how he can win it. Even if Bronny go out and ball out and becomes a third on Mount Rushmore, doesn't matter. He's not him now. And he's grossly underachieving now. That's just the truth of the matter.
It's not gonna be the fucking narrative. They do that shit to people who they think and they know they can get away with it in public.
He ain't got to be swinging.
Steven,
I'm not doing that.
He's not. That's him. That's why I said, what would Kenyon do?
A little trick though, just
Good
so accident.
And I said,
not
oh,
gonna
listen,
do that
the Lord don't put me in them kind of
What's he wrong?
situations because I'm gonna fail tremendously.
What was LeBron wrong?
I'm gonna fail at that.
Josiah, you gonna have to try a little harder.
Serious question for you, Stephen A.
That nigga,
I know y'all don't fucking listen to shit I do anyway, but I'm a movie star now.
That is Red Grant.
If LeBron would have came up to you, no, we good. We got bags coming. We got bags coming.
That Red Grant the comedian?
We buy bags. But serious question for you. Now you my dog. We got bags coming together. If LeBron would have came up to you and said, let's talk after the game,
I'd have waited.
would you have brought Larry David with you though?
No.
Okay.
What?
Serious question for you. Now you my dog. We got bags coming together. If LeBron would have come up to you and said, let's talk after the game,
I'd have waited.
would you have brought Larry David with you though?
No.
Okay. I'm bringing Larry David. What you gonna do now, bro?
I just met
I
him.
got Larry David right here.
Comedic relief,
There's
right?
some smoke coming, Larry.
But seriously, it's
Hey,
like
commentate with
it's
you.
like yo,
Narrate.
like listen. When you got people, they got the podcast, they got the shows, and all of this competition going on. Most people in my position don't do a lot of interviews. You can't find them. So why do you find me? Because I feel I owe it. I've interviewed you
remorse.
before. I've interviewed you before. Yo, I'm talking about people. Why am I gonna write? What license do I have to? If you had something to say and you said, Stephen A, you free today? Man, I gotta rap to you about this LeBron shit. It's a scheduling issue if I don't show up. I'm not running. Because, Stephen A, I think that's some fucked up shit you did. Okay, let me tell you what happened. Now, if you still think I'm fucked up after I give you my version, I'm good with it. But the point is that, to me, when some of these players do shit, it's like everybody just take it as gold. I'm like, really? I'm like, they don't lie. They don't lie.
The biggest lie.
They don't bitch up sometimes. They don't come up with narratives to make you look bad to cover themselves. Oh, they just paragons of virtue. Come on, y'all. We know better than this. And I'm going like, and I'm not saying any of, you got cats. I had my man Cameron interview me. He was like this, do players talk to you? Oh, so, and that's my man. He's like this. I'm just asking. I said, people see 4 or 5 players getting on me and they think the other 440 plus don't talk to me? So you think I have information by accident? I said, do you know? I've been around. It's GMs, it's presidents, it's player personnel directors, it's scouts, it's evaluators, it's owners. I remember one time, KD, one of the many times he talking shit, was sitting up there talking about, well, you know what? Fuck he know. Who the fuck he talk to? He in Brooklyn. Fuck he know about Golden State and what the hell he know about what's going on. He turned around and did a double take. Because that night I was sitting with the owner. Another night it was a GM for another team. Another night it was one of the GMs, assistant GMs. It's like, you don't know who I know. There isn't a team in the league that I can't get information from. And trust me, it might take a day, it might take an hour, it might take a month. But I'm going to get it if I want it. It might take a day. If I want it. Because when you've been around that long, they feed it to you. As this show continues to grow, remember I said this to y'all. All you motherfuckers got phones. You get text messages. Watch as you get 1 million and 2 million, because y'all going to be around, because y'all doing a hell of a
Text
job.
messages
That's
coming.
why the hell I'm here. Think the bottom line.
Thank you.
Remember this. You're going to get to a point where your head going to be down a lot. Because they're going to be texting you
On the air.
about shit all the time. Because when you grow and you got a voice that resonates, They gonna start feeding you information. I'm at a point now, I don't have to go to a game.
Shout out Kendrick.
I don't have to talk to anybody. Do you understand that there's nothing in my contract that says I have to talk to you? I'm talking about the players.
Okay, I thought you were talking about.
No, I'm talking about players.
And I would understand if it was in your contract.
That's important because once upon a time, that was his job to try to get an interview with players. So he don't even have to do that now.
Nothing in my. I get paid when they get ridiculous. I'm like, I don't get paid to talk to you. I get paid to talk about you. I don't have to look at you.
Man.
But Rashad, I still go to the games.
Yeah.
I still make sure they have access to me. I haven't changed my number in 23 years for the
Me
sole
neither.
express purpose of making sure you can find. And we both know I got an excuse to change my number because when you make a little paper, everybody wants. Listen, I got it damn right. You know what I'm saying? You know that shit.
Especially now,
Exactly.
boy, listen, Jack.
And I still can't change, and I don't change my number for the sole express purpose. I'm not hard to find.
Listen, I have the same. I run into people. Hey man, let me get your number, and I give it to them. They be like, "Oh, I already got. Yeah, my number ain't changing. Yeah,
That's right.
I don't change numbers. I'm not one of them guys. I ain't changed numbers in fucking years.
I've been tempted to,
Right,
but
I ain't. I get you because listen,
I change mine every 3 months.
Nope.
I don't want to talk to you.
my number ain't changed.
Right.
Because one thing for sure, two things for certain. I can pick and choose who I communicate with, how I respond, and who I fucking respond to. If I don't want to fucking respond to you, I don't. If I will, if it's accordingly, or if it just want to be a one-word answer,
the whole shit is this. When you have platforms like this and shit like that, you got cats that's just real. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't bullshitting. And so you gonna come at shit from a real perspective. What happens is that if you take issue, you might call the cat out, me or somebody else, because of what we said. This is where my problem lies. We got players in the league that do that shit and then start complaining about, you talk about another brother, you selling now, it's black. They doing shit like that. And I'm going like this. Y'all don't see what they doing? They trying to make it so it's difficult for you to walk the streets because it's like, when you see him, look, that motherfucker ain't for us. Yeah. That's what they trying to do. Oh, because you playing like garbage. Oh, because you ain't leading. Because you ain't living up to the expectations that you promised when you walked into the negotiating room and said, I deserve this paper. And then you gonna come at me and I'm like, y'all letting them do this shit? Because if they do, this is the one thing where my cachet comes into play. If you can do it to me, what's up for everybody else? Because if you covering the league and you calling it like you see it and you see what they doing and they able to twist the narrative, all I'm saying is, nah, don't let them do that. Fuck that. If I'm wrong, do you. But if I'm right, Stephen, they right. Don't let them get you like that. If they come and they fuck Gilbert. Who the hell is he to talk? Hold on. Was he right? Yes or no? Don't give me all that shit. Was he right? If he was right, then why you doing that?
If it's facts on facts on facts, what can you say? A lot of people don't agree with facts, though. They feel like everybody should be able to smoke weed. If that's what they want to do. And his stance on it is, he didn't say those smoke weed. He said that if you under contract and the league says you cannot smoke weed, even though where you live at may have it legalized, just like drinking alcohol, you can drink, but the league says you can't, don't smoke weed and mess up your millions. And people gave him so much backlash for that. It looked like this is the end of it.
Because you can't take the criticism.
It's going to be a butt with it.
And that's what it is.
It's going to be a butt with it.
And that's all I'm saying about a lot of these cats. Not most, not all, but it's too many of them. And they're getting away with that shit.
So he cooked. He said what he said. He didn't want to say nothing else. I'll let the last few seconds go, but I'm just remind you, just like they got on here, like, comment, and subscribe. It's part 2. Make sure you see part 1. And when you see part 1, make sure you saw part 2. Take care. As always, God bless.
So how does Kobe move out of your top 2?
Kobe?
I wanted to say that.
Moved out?
I never had him in my
I was going to say, nobody.